Coping with COVID, updates on the pandemic and information to help you thrive and survive COVID-19. It's brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Visit scdheck.gov for an updated list of testing sites and important information on how to protect yourself, your family, and friends from the coronavirus. SCDHEC, healthy people, healthy communities. In it together and the South Carolina Diabetes Advisory Council, presenting Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday on Coping with COVID. The City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, helping to meet the needs of small, minority, and women-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. Log on to columbiasc.net/OBO. Agape Counseling and Training Services. Call 803-779-2777 for licensed professionals of counselors and social workers helping families, engaged and married couples, and individuals of all ages gain an understanding of all aspects of their lives. If you're having a challenge coping with COVID, contact Agape Counseling and Training Services at agapects.com. And Palmetto Media Connections, connecting media and communities together. Coping with COVID, brought to you by SCDHEC. In it together, the Diabetes Advisory Council, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Agape Counseling and Training Center, and Palmetto Media Connections.
Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.
Hey there, happy Faith Friday. I'm Tre Tailor and you're watching Coping with Tre Tailor. Today we're coping with Black History Month, the facts and fiction. NAACP President Ovetta Glover joins us to discuss the Black History Parade and celebration this month. Thank you so much for joining us. You're on mute. You're on mute. We can't hear you. We'll come back to Ovetta in just a minute. Humorist Caponda Narciso also shares her little-known Black history facts, which may not be so factual. I'm Tre Tailor, and that's what we're coping with today. But first, South Carolina is one step closer to legalizing medical marijuana. The bill passed the Senate 28-15 and now has to make it through the House. If it becomes law, medical marijuana could be prescribed for cancer, MS, sickle cell, epilepsy, and PTSD. And congratulations to LR grad Richard Seymour. After 4 tries, the former Georgia Bulldog All-American is part of the NFL Hall of Fame. Seymour was team captain 4 times while playing for the Patriots, where he became one of the best defensive linemen and captured 3 Super Bowl championships. He rounded out his career with the Raiders. SCDHEC has your most up-to-date list of times, dates, locations for COVID testing in and around South Carolina. Flu shots, too. Visit scdheck.gov. You can get 5 free rapid self-COVID tests by logging on to covidtests.gov. Just FYI, I ordered mine on the 20th and received mine this week. And they give you 5 and not 4. COVID vaccines are also being held at Lexington Medical Center. Also, if you're a veteran, COVID vaccinations are being handled by the VA. You can see that information on the screen. Kroger pharmacies are among the many retailers that are offering the COVID vaccine, including CVS and Walgreens, who is also giving out free N95 masks. Brooklyn Baptist Church continues their 7-day-a-week COVID vaccine clinic. You can see the information about that on the screen. And if you're having a challenge getting to your COVID vaccine appointment, don't miss your shot. You can get a free ride on the Comet to get your COVID vaccine. Now, the Comet also is offering vaccines at their main location at the corner of Sumter and Laurel Street. Online registration help is being given by Get Set Up if you are having a challenge making your appointment. It says seniors there, but a lot of non-seniors have some technology challenges. You can call the folks at Get Set Up and they can get you set up. Now, several financial resources are available, including FEMA is giving COVID funeral reimbursements. If you lost a loved one due to COVID, contact the information on the screen. Also, SC Bar Association and SC Legal Services has a toll-free number set up and website for rental and mortgage help. Lexington County has a bill assistance program. SC Housing and Dominion Energy has a rental and utilities assistance program. And SC Hopes has a 24-hour assistance line from the South Carolina Department of Mental Health. If you or someone you know is having a challenge coping with COVID, please contact the folks from SC Helps. Now, it's Heart Health Month. We talked to the folks from the American Heart Association on Wednesday. Well, Prisma Health has a series of free webinars that they are sponsoring for Heart Health Month. You can see that information on the screen. And again, those are totally free. The Women of Power National Summit is going on March 9th through the 13th. It's going on virtually and in person. You can see that information on the screen. Finally, Black HIV Awareness Day is being held at Allen University. You can get a free HIV screening Monday, February 14th from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Once again, that's on the campus of Allen University. I'm Tre Tailor, and you're watching Coping with Tre Tailor. Please go to the TailorMade production page on Facebook. That's the home of Coping with Tre Tailor and Coping with COVID, heard Wednesday from In It Together SC and the Diabetes Advisory Council. Please go over there, hit like and follow and post and share so you can get notifications when to watch Coping with Tre Tailor. Now, we're also streaming live on the YouTube page. Now, please hit the subscribe button, and don't forget, while you're on the YouTube page, you can check out past episodes of Coping with COVID and, of course, Coping with Tre Tailor. We also have a presence on Instagram and also on Twitter. Now, throughout the show, you will see everything that I just talked about, all of the COVID information, all the financial information. Look at the bottom of the screen. That will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen. So we ask you to please hit like and share all of this information out so we can get the message to the masses. I want to say hi to Marvell Williams Mendenhall. Happy Friday to you, beautiful. And also to Mitchell Peace Joy Jen. Both of you ladies, thank you so much for watching. We're going to come right back because we are coping with Black history, and Ovetta Glover is going to tell us about an amazing event that's coming up this month in Columbia, South Carolina. That's coming up next on Coping with Tre Tailor. We'll be right back.
The Comet gives me a reliable source of transportation.
It's very convenient to me, and they have wonderful drivers.
It's clean, and it builds community. It's fun to meet people.
It makes me feel like really independent. It's just fun.
It's always going to be there, and it gets me everywhere I need to go.
We try to ride every single day. Comedy is our livelihood.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Aiken Cockrum. As Miss America, I know that taking care of yourself is important. Part of taking care of your health is knowing if you're at risk of type 2 diabetes. Prediabetes is serious and puts you at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. 90% of South Carolinians who have it don't know they have it. Visit inittogethersc.org. Take an online test to find out your risk and join a diabetes prevention program. Brought to you by the Diabetes Action Council of South Carolina.
Computers, they're a part of our everyday lives, but when they're not working, they're an everyday problem. So call Computers Unique, your everyday solution. 803-351-5821. Is your computer running slow? Won't turn on? Do you need a screen replaced? Or maybe you just need another computer? Well, Computers Unique is your one-stop shop for all your computer needs. They have a wide variety of new and pre-owned PCs, Macs, and tablets. So call Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall. 803-351-5821. 803-351-5821.
When it comes to you, I have all anything, money, finances, access to. That you won't save your money, James Tax Service. Only tax drive-through, James Tax Service. What's up, coming to you, James Tax Service. Handling your money out of the James Tax Service.
Visit Davis Tax Service today, 803-419-1001.
Hey there. Thank you so much for joining us once again. I'm Tre Tailor, and you're watching Coping with Tre Tailor. We are streaming live on the TailorMade production page. Please go over to Facebook, hit like and share and follow. Not only will you receive notifications as to when to watch Coping Thursday and Friday, and then, of course, Coping with COVID is Wednesday from In It Together SC and the Diabetes Action Council. You'll also get all of your COVID-related updates. We're also streaming live on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button, and there you can watch past episodes of Coping with Tre Tailor. We also have a presence on Instagram and also on Twitter. Well, the 17th annual Black History Parade and Festival is taking place this month, and it's sponsored by Funds, Friends United as Neighborhood Development Society. Ovetta Glover founded the group in 1997, and she joins us today. Hey there. Thank you, Ovetta. We appreciate you joining us.
Hey, Tre, how are you? It's Ovetta. I'm well. Thank you for having me, too.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us why you thought back in 1997 it was important to launch this group.
The organization was founded to get the awareness out of it's a health issue, diabetes, and the importance of knowing about hepatitis C. So that's where it started. Was also in the hospital suffering from the disease of diabetes. So that went on, and then we got involved with the history. How can we get our history out? South Carolina is so, and I say, baby, it's only you. You got to tell what you do. So I was wanting to know how I can get the history out with others that were in South Carolina to do so, and hence came the parade and festival. So it started the concept was developed in 2004. I took it to Mayor Bob Coble at the time and Mr. Jim Felder. They both clapped hands and jumped for joy. And guess what, Trey? The very first one, you announcers. You remember?
No, you know what? There's a little bit of a bad connection. Yes. I can hear you going in and
the concept. We've been going, and we did town and decided to come into the neighborhood, and that's why we are where we are now, which is in the historical Waverly community.
Yeah. So
you too.
Yes, we're having a little bit of a connection problem with.
I know earlier on before I came on, you were going in and out. I'm so sorry if that be the case, if it's me.
Yeah, I don't know who it is. I don't know who it is, but we're going to keep going. Going to try to get this information out because it's so important. You told us what the foundation does, and so tell us about the parade. When is the parade, and what can we look forward to expecting? And I am so excited that it is back in the neighborhood in the historic Waverly community.
Right. Did you hear? Did you when I said that you were the first? You and Johnny Green were the first announcers for the parade.
Oh no, I didn't hear you say that. I didn't hear you say that. I remembered. Yeah, well, yeah. I remember Johnny and I did do that. Yeah, so we were so honored for the opportunity.
And that was 2005. But let me tell you about this year. Our headliner will be Gino Wesley, and he is the young man that sings "She's Got the Juice." He's a popular artist, recording artist that the stations are playing now. And our grand marshals will be Bishop Redfern Deuce and Alex English. So nice we had to do it twice. So Alex English would also be a grand marshal of ours as well.
Oh, that'll be great. That'll be great. He's done a lot of great things in our community. So that'll be great. So tell us when it is and how people can be involved.
Okay, they can be involved. If the flyer is up, call that number 803-361-5470, and we will answer your call as you call. And we are still looking for people to be in the parade. We ask that all persons depict someone of African American history and proceed down the parade route, which will line up from Hampton and Hardin Street, and we will go into Martin Luther King Park, where the festival will be held. So we are excited about it. We've got vendors that are calling from all over. I have a band coming out, a marching band coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm excited about that as well.
That's
so
exciting.
we are there. We are there. But I want people to realize and know what the event is all about. And it's about African American history, and for you to walk away with some type of history, knowing that Ovetta Glover was one of the first. I'm using myself, and Tre Tailor was one of the first. So some of the history that is not told and history about South Carolinians is what we are trying to do.
Yeah, Ovetta, listen, big ups to you for launching this initiative, really to making it a point to make sure that people know about our heritage, our history, particularly here in South Carolina. I know that it is no small undertaking to put together an event of this size. So congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. And again, my apologies for this in and out. I don't know what's happening because I call myself coming to a place. I knew the character would be good, but
it happens. Listen, technology. You can't depend on technology.
You were the first announcer of this event.
Well, like I said, I was honored for the opportunity then, and I'll be out there supporting this year, and I know it's going to be amazing. Listen, before you go, if we can get you to tell us what's going on with the NAACP, we know that you're heavily involved with the NAACP here in South Carolina. Can you give us an update quickly?
Yes, I am the president for the Columbia branch, and we do still have the Housing Navigators program in existence, and that is one of our pat on the back initiatives that we have going. You know, the eviction problem here, and it's going to get worse. And so we're to help folks through, getting them to where some finances may be, or getting them to where there's so those are the things that we will do. We just navigate the people, getting them some legal assistance, which, with that area is really well needed. And so that's what we'll be doing and continues to do with that program. We also have launching a CRRT, which is a program that will allow us to do testing for when I say testing, I mean with the city, Columbia Police, and the Sheriff Department. We'll train them training, I should say, and make sure and give them a report. And I don't want anybody else to do it but the Columbia branch. So we're working on that. Up and coming, we are going to be hitting the ground hard when it comes to our voting rights and voting and getting people mentally prepared to go out and vote. Be reminded that our voice, our vote is our voice. So that's what our campaign, vote is our voice, and we want to encourage those to go out and do so.
Awesome.
So that's what the branch is doing right now. We're getting ready to hit the floor hard.
All right. It's needed. And thank you, Ovetta, so much again for giving us that update on the Columbia branch of the NAACP. And again, the Black History Month parade, if we can put that information back up, they still are in need of vendors and participants. If you are interested in being a part of the Black History Month parade and celebration, you can see the information on the screen. It's going on Saturday, February 26th in the MLK Park area, historic Waverly. Please contact Ovetta and her organization for more information. Ovetta, thank you again so much for, again, all that you're doing in our community. Good luck to you. God bless. And congratulations on the parade. We look forward to it. All right. I'm Tre Tailor. You're watching Coping. Hey, don't forget, at the bottom of the screen, you can see information scrolling, all of the financial resources, all of the places where you can get a COVID test and also get your vaccine. So please continue to post and share this information out so we can get the message to the masses. Coming up in just 1 minute, little known Black history, not so facts, I don't know. Humorist Caponda Narciso joins us next on Coping with Tre Tailor. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Aiken Cockrum. I was Miss America in 1994. As a result of that, I had to learn at a very early age that it's important to take care of my health, to get enough rest, to eat a balanced diet, and to get exercise. Those are principles that I still live by today. Take a moment to visit inittogethersc.org to take an online test to find out if you're at risk of prediabetes, and how to join a diabetes prevention program that takes the guesswork out of losing weight, eating better, and being more active. You can learn new ways to stay healthy and sustain those changes over time. When you join, you'll get support from a trained lifestyle coach to help you set and achieve realistic goals. Go to inittogethersc.org. Brought to you by the Diabetes Action Council of South Carolina.
Want to thank the folks at the Diabetes Action Council. They sponsor Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday here on Coping with COVID. And just a short, I'm going to tell you about some upcoming shows on Wellness Wednesday. Don't forget, we are streaming live on the Tailor Made production page on Facebook. That's the home of Coping with Tre Tailor. Please go over there, like and share and follow. You'll get notifications as to when to watch the show Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And then, of course, first Monday with George Wallace. We're also streaming live on the Tailor Made production page on YouTube. Over there, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, you can see past episodes of Coping with COVID and, of course, Coping with Tre Tailor. We also have a presence on Instagram and also on Twitter. Please continue to post and share this information out so we can get the message to the masses. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen, all kind of great resources, financial resources, information about where to get a COVID test, where to get a COVID vaccine, and so much more. I'm Tre Tailor, and listen, it is Black History Month. We just talked to Ovetta about the Black History Month parade and celebration, and I know you know all about Martin and Malcolm and Rosa, but Humorist Caponda Narciso joins us now to give us some information about some little known Black history facts. Hey there, Caponda.
Hey, Tre.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. I would love for you to turn your phone. Are you on your phone?
Yeah, I had to be on my phone because I'm multitasking.
It's all good. Now we can see all of your beauty, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm in another meeting.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us. Listen, if you are not familiar with Caponda, she is very active on social media and has such a great insight, I'll say, on so many different things. And she was featured last year. I can't believe it was last February when you were on with George. It seems like it was just yesterday. I couldn't believe it.
It did. And I did just see him again online. When was that? November when we were together again. So yeah.
Yeah. And last year she shared some little known Black history facts. And today she's going to share with us 3 people that you may or may not have heard of. If we can bring up the first person, that would be great. I asked Charity, our producer, to bring up the first person. Okay. This is Sarah Butterfly Polston. Okay, that's my eyes.
Okay, Sarah, I didn't know Sarah was first, but give me a second. Let me get Butterfly's information here because this is very important stuff. Very important. All right.
Sarah Butterfly Polston.
All right. So this little known Black history fact occurred on April 22nd, 1999. So Sarah Butterfly Polston of Oakland, California, did the first ever choreographed praise dance. All right. So this event took place at the First Compton Kojic House of Praise Crip Walk Gin and Juice Worship Palace. So as the choir sang a lovely rendition of Harlem Shake the Devil Off, Sarah started feeling the spirit and performed a dance that she choreographed in her audition for the Dance Fever reunion show while she was shouting praise him with dance. So the congregation, especially the men, were so inspired and distracted by Sarah's dance of praise and the lovely sequin leotard that she was wearing as she fell out of her skirt, they mindlessly threw money into the collection plate, raising $100,000 that day.
Wow.
The pastor enjoyed the performance so much that he asked Sarah to get a group of young women together to make praise dancing a regular part of Sunday worship. The news spread across the country about the large collection, and other churches around the U.S. incorporated praise dancing into their regular worship services. Sadly, though, none of them ever raised, they never reached the monetary success of Butterfly's first dance. So we salute you, Sarah, on behalf of board parishioners and Debbie Allen wannabes who coach praise dancers all over the country.
All right, Sarah Butterfly Poston, we salute you this Black History Month. All right, that's great. Who is the next person that you want to feature since you're going in order? We'll go with your order.
Well, it doesn't matter now because I have them all up. So
okay, all right. Okay, who's our next one?
Who's our next one? What does she have up?
Hard Rock Johnson, the first Black star.
So this fact is about happened March 12, 1923. Is Roscoe Rockhard Johnson of Compton, California. Roscoe became the first Black surfer. This event took.
Oh, are you there? What happened? Oh, did she? Okay, we're still here, Caponda. We can't hear you.
What happened? So you guys were going in and out. So, okay. And so today's little known Black history fact, March 12th, 1923. Roscoe Rockhard Johnson of Compton, California became the first Black surfer. And this event took place in Santa Monica, California, after Rockhard was cornered by Mary Sue Milners, who Mary Sue happened to be the white woman that he worked for. Her husband, Bill, cornered him in the house. So Bill was the grand wizard of the Santa Monica cluster of the KKK. And he had come home from work early on this day and found Rockhard doing maintenance work with Mary in the bedroom. So he was helping her with problems that Bill was kind of ill-equipped to handle. So Mary Sue thought that she heard footsteps. And when they heard Bill's voice calling her name, Mary suggested that Rockhard get out fast so Bill wouldn't discover him and kill them both. The only way out without running into Bill was through the bedroom window that overlooked the ocean. So Rockhard jumped out of the window butt naked into the Pacific Ocean, armed with only an ironing board. So he stood on it, skillfully riding the waves to safety. And he later started a school for adulterous men and women. The curriculum focused on surfboarding, marriage counseling, safe escape plans, and true lies. This type of business has morphed into the profession that we recognize today as life coaching. We salute you, Roscoe, on behalf of Black surfers, cheaters, and stupid-ass people without a clue who paid life coaches to give them one.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Roscoe. Thank you, Roscoe. Excuse me, everybody. Thank you, Roscoe.
That's how it happened.
That's how it happened. You know, it's interesting. We never know how these things come about, Caponda, and we're so glad to have people like you to tell us, because these are things
That's what I'm here
we
for.
don't know and we need to know.
You need to know these things. And the next one is something all the ladies need to know.
All right.
Yes.
I think this is Willie Mae, right?
Yes, Ms. Willie Mae Muller. See, Willie Mae was the first woman to use a rolling pin as a weapon. So
What a good weapon it is.
This happened March 31st, 1913. So Willie Mae Muller was from Gaston, South Carolina. She became the first woman to use a rolling pin as a weapon. So this event took place in Swansea, where Willie Mae, who was a blue ribbon winning biscuit maker, she worked in the kitchen of a small restaurant called Big Old Biscuits. And this was rumored to be named after Willie Mae and her big butt. While rolling dough at 3 a.m. one morning, she was startled by a slap on her ample behind by the restaurant's owner. Willie Mae quickly began using the rolling pin, beating him all on his head to defend herself against unwanted advances. She escaped prosecution because she was blind in one eye, and she claimed that she thought the white owner, Charlie D. Whitman, who was dressed in all black, was a black man. So women all over the nation, inspired by Willie Mae's courage, started making more biscuits and defending themselves with rolling pins against men who made unwelcome sexual advances. The rolling pin, more commonly known as the husband beater, continues to be a popular kitchen staple and is the number 3 weapon of choice among women today. We salute you, Willie Mae, on behalf of virtuous, ample butt women and biscuit lovers all over the world.
Thank you, Miss Willie Mae. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping us realize that you can do more than just make a good biscuit with a rolling pin.
Yeah, these are things we need to know. We got to be careful.
These are things you need to know. And, like I said, you know about Malcolm, you know about Martin, you know about Rosa. You need to know about Sarah, Roscoe, and Willie Mae, too. They're important.
They are important. So hopefully next week, maybe I can drop in and share a few more facts with you. But,
I would love for you to do that, Ponda. I would love for you to do that all Black History Month long. You are welcome to come on by and drop some Black history knowledge. Thank you, Caponda Narciso. We appreciate you and your amazing imagination.
You are so welcome. I will jump in and see you guys again soon.
All right, beautiful. Get back to your other meeting. Listen, thank you guys so much for joining us for Coping with COVID, Coping with Tre Tailor. Want to give you one more piece of information with the Black History Month parade and celebration. Prisma will be there doing vaccinations, and there will also be HIV testing and sickle cell testing. HIV and sickle cell testing, and also Prisma will be on hand for COVID vaccinations. Listen, if you have a story or initiative that could help someone cope, email booking@copingwithtretatailor.com. That information should be scrolling at the bottom of the screen. If you have a product or service that could help someone cope, please email copingwithtretatailor@gmail.com. We would love for you to be a proud sponsor of Coping with Tre Tailor, just like In It Together SC, the Diabetes Action Council, and SCDHEC. They sponsor Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday here on Coping with COVID. Other sponsors include Javis Tax Services, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Palmetto Media Connections, the Comet Bus System, Black Expo, Agape Counseling and Training Services, the Fifth Circuit Solicitor's Office, Attorney Byron Gibson, and also Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall. Listen, coming up on that Wellness Wednesday show, our next couple of shows, we're going to talk about eating disorders and also body donation. Not only eyes, nose, ears, throat. I just found out, and you may not know, that you can donate the whole body to science. And we're going to give you more information about that coming up in the next couple of Coping with COVIDs on Wellness Wednesday. As usual, I leave you with a reading. Today, our spiritual reading comes from Conversations with God. This is from Cheryl Williams with Agape Counseling and Training Services. She says, listen carefully and intently, for my promises are true. This is the voice of God, and my word does not return to me void. Open your ears to my word, not the world. This world limits you. When they limit you, you also limit me. I am God. There is nothing too hard for me. Just be still and know that I am God. I will prove myself to you. I will devour the enemy, and I will set your feet on solid ground. What a wonderful promise that God is telling us today in these Conversations with God from Cheryl Williams with Agape Counseling and Training Services. I'm Tre Tailor. Thank you so much for joining us on Coping with Tre Tailor. You have a great weekend. It's going to be warm. I love it, but I don't pull out your shorts yet. I saw somebody walking with shorts yesterday because it's going to get back cold again. You know what the groundhog said. Listen, until the next time, I wish you peace and abundant blessings. Take care. Stay well. God bless. Be careful. Get your vaccine. And don't forget to wear your mask over your nose and under your chin. We'll see you next week.
Coping, find peace of mind to survive through whatever. Coping, learning the way that we thrive all together. Coping, finding out what's real. Coping, we can heal, we can heal, we can heal, we can heal. Coping with stress, coping with strife, bringing hope for success in improving our life. Coping beyond hoping to do more than survive, ways to live a healthy life. Coping and promoting, learning what you can do. 6 days to a better you. Coping, find peace of mind to survive through whatever. Coping. Success in improving our life. Coping beyond hoping to do more than survive, ways to live a healthy life. Coping and promoting, learning what you can do. 6 days to a better you. Coping, find peace of mind to survive through whatever. Coping.